Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, September 17, 2022. Even if the shift is awkward or confusing, the cycle itself is suitable for review. In the weeks ahead, aim to take extra time to arrive at important decisions or put particularly perplexing problems on hold. Rethink your financial situation, particularly dependencies on alternate sources of income. You could experience delays, which can encourage you to get creative with money. Your one-to-one relationships are affected most. It's a time of some introspection and review, and reassessing joint finances and debts can be beneficial. You may frequently turn to the past to understand the present, and this rumination can be particularly useful. Your traditional planetary ruler, Mars, continues to swim through mystical Pisces in your fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure, which means you're not only more expressive with your heart's desires but also making them known without shame or fear. What you're portraying to the world may or may not align with your truth, which is something to consider under today's opposition between the Moon in Taurus, your public persona, and taskmaster Uranus via your emotionally driven fourth house of home, family, and innermost feelings. Venus is also glimmering through your detail-oriented sixth house, so be sure to explore your options. The end of the Moon in Taurus is not the end of your professional spotlight. If anything, your attention and presence are more notable on a larger scale now that the Moon is shining in Gemini. Gemini's lunar influence implies that you are coming across as a meticulous perfectionist in your network. Colleagues far and wide may congratulate you on your impeccable eye for detail. As you are being recognized for your precise nature, accept any praise that comes your way. It could even be enough for you to go after your next professional aspiration confidently. You could be feeling quite lazy today, and you definitely deserve to be. You deserve some time off after all of the stress over your job and finances of the past week. Give yourself the gift of a day off. Do exactly what you want, whether it be staying on the couch and scrolling through YouTube or spending the entire afternoon soaking in a bath. Today's a day for total indulgence, so let yourself relax and unwind. Whether a pleasant family get-together is on the cards or a celebration with friends today is perfect for socializing. Just as you enjoy the company of others, they like being with you too. Friends and family know exactly how much you mean to them and value your company. Be yourself today, because they accept you just as you are, loving you and trusting in you. It's not like you're in the doghouse, but you need to wait for a better time when the spotlight's on you. Don't ask for anything extra from roommates, bosses, or sweetie right now. Looking for the right person for a long time, you may not have found the ideal partner yet, but the likelihood of meeting them is promising and too good for you to miss. Give yourself a push and summon all your seductive sex appeal. Be prepared for the next opportunity you get to win over that special someone. The more you can secure your emotions at this time, the more powerful you will be. There is a great opportunity for you to find stabilization in the strength of the people around you. The problem may be in your approach. If you tackle every situation as if you are going to fail, you most likely will. Know that you have the power to succeed in everything you do. This is a day that will highlight your intelligence. 8. Your determination is concrete today and your organization skills are at their best. You will definitely know how to realize a perfect accord between your sense of duty and sacrifice. Realizing an action that is useful for the public, visiting someone who is sick or helping friends or family, is extremely helpful. Nothing will stop you from acting and for the good of all. Just having the Moon in your communication sector during the Sun's last full day in your relationship sector is an advantage, but even more so as they form a friendly aspect. This is a chance to ensure the communication lines are open while the solar spotlight is still on your relationships. At the same time, the Moon's first alignment with Pluto since his retrograde turn in your communication sector will also make it easier to give your emotional responses, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Having the Moon in your communication sector during the Sun's last full day in your relationship sector is just one of the advantages today. The moon is here as the sun's friendly aspect to Pluto peaks, something that is already giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. The moon moves into Gemini this afternoon, and will be feeling a bit rebellious before it switches signs. You might be tempted to shirk your responsibilities in favor of activities you feel more drawn to. If you want to spend the day working on a passion project rather than a less fun task, go for it, as long as you set aside time to take care of the important business later. It's a wonderful day to reconnect with your confidence, creativity, and body, so choose an activity that supports your mind, body, and soul. Once the moon switches signs, it puts us in a much more responsible mindset. You'll be drawn to organize your life a bit and finish up that work you blew off earlier. The mood will be both optimistic and pragmatic as you analyze the ways you can bolster your productivity. Use this energy to clean out your space, work out logistics you've been avoiding, file papers, plan for your future, and tie up any loose ends. This is also a great time to reassess or revise any passion projects. Don't hold back. Get moving toward the things you want. The energy here is very creative, so get experimental with your hobbies and express your artistic side. As nighttime creeps in, the moon moves into Gemini, giving us some much-needed organizational energy. Use tonight to check your schedule and make to-do lists for the coming days. After midnight, the Taurus moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces, synthesizing Taurian sensuality with Piscean imagination. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, we can expect our dreams to be vivid, wherein colors, tastes, and sounds will be as real to us as they would be in waking life. We may receive creative ideas or develop a greater comprehension of spiritual truths through our reveries. Around dawn, the moon trines Pluto in Capricorn. Waking from our slumber, we feel as though the veil between the material world and the liminal is thin. Allow your intuition to guide your choices this morning. Pay extra attention to messages relayed in conversations, as they can have profound meaning. The moon then enters a void period lasting until the early afternoon. Remember, you do not have to be for everyone at all times. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect, lasting until the late afternoon. Instead of airing grievances or blaming others for wounding our pride, we might determine where our gifts and talents will make the most impact. In the late afternoon, the moon enters Gemini, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our emotional terrain is governed by logic and precision. We feel our best when our routines are fleshed out. This way, we can manage tasks without succumbing to overwhelm. While this impulse to organize can help us streamline our daily lives and handle our business efficiently, life often proves unpredictable. If we are unable to rise to the occasion at a moment's notice, we should remind ourselves that we are doing the best we can under the circumstances. Discernment will get us everywhere, but overanalysis can devolve into tunnel vision.